number of deadly shootings involving the police to 10 so far this year. The attorney at law and coordinator of the National Center for Legal and Human Rights says there must be conclusive investigations into the use of lethal force by police.
We have to get some kind of investigation to know what happened, the consequences, the circumstances surrounding people's death. Life is precious, and we have to know the circumstances by which those persons met their death. At least we are entitled to know. The public is entitled to know. The family members of those persons are entitled to know. They may be criminals, but criminals have rights under our Constitution. And members of the public must understand that criminals have rights under the Constitution. The police have to carry out their duties in accordance with the law. The law is all we have to protect us in this country.
Days before the latest police shooting, a government lawmaker expressed concerns about the right to due process and the apprehension of suspects. During her contribution to the senatorial debate on the 2011-2012 budget last week, Minister for Commerce Senator Tessa Mangal voiced her support for the police. However, she argues law enforcement and the Ministry of Home Affairs need to set the record straight on the death of suspected criminals.
6 out of the 20 killings for this year so far, or 30%, were committed by the police, and this is very disturbing. It threatens what I have just articulated that has been stated here by the Prime Minister. It is disturbing because there are persistent allegations that the police executed these individuals, and nothing has been done to dispute this. Why has not one inquest been held? Has the Minister of Home Affairs or the Prime Minister been briefed by the Police Commissioner on why deadly force was used in those circumstances? Have the police illegally assumed the role of judge, jury, and executioner?
Senator Mangal argued that law enforcement cannot be perceived to be assuming the role of what she refers to as prosecution, adjudicator, and punisher. She fears the authorities run the risk of undermining public support for civilian law enforcement authorities if questions about the death of suspects are left unanswered.
We cannot allow the police or anyone else to usurp the authority of any arm of the judiciary, because that will be sowing the seeds of anarchy and a new and more aggressive brand of criminality.
In recent interviews, Acting Police Commissioner Vernon Foswa gave assurances of progress into the investigations of recent shooting incidents involving the police. The acting police chief says the investigations were at an advanced stage. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News, Channel 4.